All right, if you haven't hit the like button, share and subscribe, turn on all your notifications, do that right now. Let's talk about the band and his brother-in-law. I'm just gonna read, and I think it might be one or two lessons I want us to extract from this. I think I've covered them before in the past too. All right, so this is on Instablog Nigeria. It says divorce and child custody saga. On-air personality DO2DTUN gives the band and his estranged wife a 24 hours ultimatum or else. So I'm going to read what he posted. It says hello. He tags the band. Hello. If you don't know who they are, well, the band is like one of the first rock stars to go viral in our new age, somewhere around 2008 or so. You know, like you remember Oliver Twist, yeah. Go viral internationally, starting with London, and then that was the band, right? So the band is still out there struggling to come up with a new single. I think I don't know if he's still selling Coco Gary. It's a struggle. He lost a son not too long ago, probably like 2 years ago or so. Yeah. So anyway, so DO2DTUN is an on-air personality, a radio host in Nigeria. Popular. It's very popular. He hosts shows and stuff like that. But DO2DTUN was married to. Let me see here. What is going on? There you go. Okay. DO2DTUN was married to the band's sister. Okay. The band had a brother. What's his name? K Switch? Is it K Switch? I'm not sure. I forgot his name. But he has a younger brother who is a twin, right? So he has twins, younger siblings, right? So the girl, I guess her name is Tai or Candy, I'm not sure, is married to DO2DTUN, who is an on-air personality. So they're all industry people, you know. So DO2DTUN, they went through a divorce. It seems like it's a very, very bitter divorce. And he's been trying to drag the band ever since. At least that's what we're privy to. As the public, that's all we see, right? So he says, hello, the band. I give you and your sister 24 hours to tell me how you intend to grant me access to my kids. If you don't, I'll put the numbers of every of your family members out. They will call you on my behalf. Speaking of petty. Did I say that properly?
Let the poor breathe.
He said he will put out all their phone numbers. They will call you on my behalf. That means thief. Atole, that means accidental. What do you call it? They call them accident. Here they say they said the kids have an accident. Atole anyway. Pee in bed, like bedwetter, right? Alatenuje, that means cho. I don't know how to say that in English. Onidoti, that means dirty person. You, the band, tagged him again, are friends with pastors like Jerry Eze. So he's tagging Jerry Eze. You know, Jerry Eze may never see this. You don't have the same divination as them. You are the devil they should stay away from. You want to get into the church space, not because you love God, but to build your dead cream platform. What is cream platform? What? Anyway, all the boys you used are waiting for you. Like, why? In fact, let me see something. This will be DO2DTUN. Twitter, DO2DTUN. That was on Twitter, right? Because the response to this will be interesting. DO2DTUN, something like that. Okay, I found it. There you go. Found it. Let's see. Where is it? 4 hours ago. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me have the people in my house to stop. Did you guys see me yell? I didn't yell. Let me see. It's your father and mother that are silly. Okay, so it's being okay. All right, so I found it. Let me share this with you. Okay, this is the actual page. Hello, this is it. Ole atole oni doti. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me see. So he did multiple tweets. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, let me see some of the response. Let's see here. The Banja's sister, the warning bell don't sound though. 24 hours starts now. They will call you on my behalf. If I call the Banj, I go first ask him for 2K. Hot surgeon begs American. That's an ad. Twitter babes immediately they drop the Banj number. Nigerians. Why don't I do like this now? Faith says DO2DTUN has been sharing lots of receipts on how he has been trying to see his daughters on his IG page. You know, let me tell you something. Women do weaponize. Women. I'm generalizing, right? So it's actually some women, right? When they've gone through shege, they will destroy everything in that path, including their children if they have to, including. Not, I didn't say relationship with the children's relationship with their father. I didn't say that. Including their children. That's the reality of what's going on the streets. This is why I keep telling people, just because you think you left a relationship doesn't mean you are free. You might be free from a person. You're not free from you. There's need for healing. Right? Some people are just vindictive like that. They go hard. And guess what the other person tried to do? They start releasing receipts, thinking that, you know what? I'll show you too. Right? Match energies, right? How do you think that works out? Well, all right. Let's go through it. I'm sure it's dropping receipts. Who is it hurting by dropping receipts? That will be interesting. It'll be interesting to watch it over time. Right? There's the time where they say, Ola, don't tell people to be taking the higher road. No, you don't have to take higher road. Please take the low one. Go under the what do you call it? Go into the, what they call that underground thing where people hide when there's war. That's the one you should take. Go and take the under the railway ground thing. Do you? Maybe you want to do you. Knock yourself out. But we have tons of examples. That's what I'm saying. Or you can't stop me from telling you that it never works out well. That's my job. Okay? You can do you. Release all the receipts you want. But it never works out well. Not especially if you're the man in the equation. It's not going to work out. You will feel good in the moment though. It will feel good. Because after all, they've been dragging you. Didn't let you see your children all along. Right? So what can you do then? You know what? That's a good first step. Start asking that kind of question. Right? Maybe you should start asking questions. Right? But you know what most people do? Like her and him. They don't ask questions. They just react off of their emotions. This country self, can you people please allow us to focus on one issue at a time? Gas is 1,200. Petrol is 1,000. Our president is trans. But all that one, no free queue. You want online in-laws to call the bank for you. I beg now. I have to say anything. I know this is unrelated, but I write professional CVs and cover letters with excellent templates that you can use to apply for jobs, but both in and outside Nigeria. Job seekers, grab this opportunity, send me a DM now, and very affordable and dependable. Oh wow. Oh wow. Why are you insulting your in-law? It's unfair. Never put your family issue on the internet. for the sake of the future of the kid you have with her. Let me acknowledge something. I acknowledge that it's very, very hard to not drag them like this when you're going through it. Okay? I agree 100%. I know it's very hard, right? Because why should I take the higher road? They did it first. He started it. She started it, right? I acknowledge that. I get it, right? Now, where I get stuck is that somehow that should turn to license to move mad too. Listen, you don't have to ask me for a license. You have the license, okay? Am I being sarcastic? Yes. Because nobody, they understand anything else. If you don't drag each other, they don't understand anything else. If you talk too straight, they don't understand it. Right? But if you talk in reverse, so the brain will start like, is he agreeing with me? Abi is just disagreeing. It's discombobulated. Figure it out. Right? You got a receipt? You think it's going to work out? Release it. Release phone numbers. Let's see how that works out. You can see here, a bunch of people already have their hands out. Okay? Somebody said, violence, is that you? Violence, is that you? I almost came late. This is just terrible. Is that Rick Ross? I think that's Rick Ross. Oh, God. Nigerians, why are you like this now? The bunch right now, Nebo. You can release the phone number now. So the other issue here is when you're going through something with your baby moms, right? And she has access to the kids. One of the most difficult things that you will have to do is when you come over to the house. I know people personally that have gone through this, right? And they tell you to stay by the gate. This is Nigeria, okay? They tell you to hold on by the gate. Let's go and talk to madam first. And then you're waiting for 30, 40 minutes. Okay? 30, 40 minutes. And then they came out and said, well, you were supposed to call before you came, but they are not home anyway. They are not home. Keep in mind, we're talking about his kids. Right? All right, so what should we do now? Let's go. Where's the phone? My second phone was all the way down there. That's the phone. I'm releasing. Let me start tweeting. What problem exactly are you trying to solve? It doesn't solve the problem. One thing we are clear about is right now you're collecting shege on premium, right? Because you can't see your kids. I get it. It's hard. It's hard. But this is exactly when your patience is even needed the most. Right now, it's when your patience is needed the most. Right now, how much patience exactly? Listen, only you can answer that question though. But however, I don't know, how much time can you put on patience for yourself? That's a question, right? If you were being patient with yourself, how much patience would you give yourself, right? So I don't know, I think it's sad that it's going through what it's going through, but running to the internet to drag your in-laws, that's not going to solve it. It will only make things worse for you, precisely, not me. Because me, I'm just, quote unquote, a troll, a content creator on the internet. It will only make things worse for you. Right? And then, again, talk too much. Speak your truth. It's rarely ever the most optimal way to move in life. Especially if you're a man. Okay? Especially if you're a man. Let me see some of these comments here on Instablog Nigeria. Somebody says, denying a father or mother access to their child is a form of witchcraft. That's precisely what divorce turns people to. I don't know if you're aware. Okay? You're not fighting the flesh. You fight not the flesh. If you somehow something happened to you and you end up in divorce court, I don't know what your expectations are, but there's no such thing as fighting fair. You know how the people will pull out the books and say, hey, you guys should learn how to fight fair. What? That's an oxymoron. Fight fair? What are you talking about? Well, I've been nice. I don't think you're being nice. You're evil. That's what you've been telling everybody, that you're nice. Everybody thinks you're nice. They don't know what you do to me. You've never heard that before? And somebody will be left with one little thing. Maybe the receipt. That's DO2 now, right? He's left with the receipt. What I got is this receipt. I don't know what he's going through, so I can't judge him. I can tell him that that's not going to work out well, but I can't judge him, right? I got receipts. I'm going to release this receipts. It is witchcraft. What are your expectations when people go through divorce? Right? When you guys see, when I say you guys, I'm generalizing, right? When you see Jada and Will's story, you don't like it anyway. When somebody said we're separated for 7 years, it's been peaceful, you don't like it anyway. You like violence. You see that person running towards violence, Lincoln. You like violence, right? Even when you want to be entertained, how much more when you're actually hurt? Witchcraft. Yes, it is witchcraft. I agree with that. You might not be flying in the night, but true, if you call witch 3 times in the mirror, you'd appear. Here's the thing. Both of them would accuse each other of the same thing. Both of them would look at each other in different world and be like, yeah, that person's witchcraft. The other person will say the same thing. So now 2 to get 2, what do you want to do? They all have their own stories, their own experiences. 2, O to get 2. These are not solutions. We're just saying what we already know. Anybody who weaponize people's cases is witchcraft. We know that. You have a solution? No. DO2DTUN, this alone you're typing shows you can't even take care of your girls. Hey, somebody said something I will say about 3 months ago. This is telltale signs. This man, is he able to keep cool, calm, collected? Is he holding masculine frame right now? Does this look like holding masculine frame? Of course not. Competence. What do you think he did when he didn't know any better? When he went into marriage like the rest of us, saying I do without knowing what he's doing. Right? What do you think he did inside that marriage? No, your guess is as good as mine. Right? This person said, DO2DTUN, this alone you're typing shows you can't even take care of your girls. They can't grow up with such mannerless man like you. I didn't say it. Because DO2DTUN is very quick to drag people on the internet. I don't know if you're aware. It's not just his in-laws. He's very quick to drag people. Well, mostly his in-laws when he does that. But I've seen him drag other people. I can't remember right now. But it's mostly his in-laws. And I know this is hurtful. Like all of this stuff that's going on is very hurtful. But listen though, you still have the rest of your life. You still got to move like a correct person. You can't jump on the internet threatening to dox people. It's telltale signs. It tells us what you've been doing in other types of relationships. Forget even the romantic ones. You can't keep cool, calm, collected in the middle of crisis. You see what I just said? It's crisis. There's nobody discounting that it's crisis. Anyway, I want to round up. D-Love says, how about take them to court for custody arrangements? You know, they would say Nigeria. He actually has receipts saying he's done what, you know, they're dragging themselves in the court. But at that point, we're supposed to like, oh, it's Nigeria. Okay, release receipts. No! No. I'm not going to give you the license to release receipts because you will release it anyway. Right? Because you will release it anyway. We internet people don't care. We have our own busy lives. No, we should start calling the bunch. The ones that will call the bunch already said they're hanging at the WhatsApp group already, ready to ask him for 2K, urgent 2K. We'll just use you to catch cruise during our free time only because I no get time. I couldn't say that any better. But anyway, gentlemen, if you find yourself releasing receipts, the only thing you're telling us is that it really is you don't collect shege. Woman don't show you. But also you're telling us that you don't know what to do with your situation. You're telling us that you're helpless, right? And I get it. It's a cry out for help, okay? But there are proper ways to cry out for help, right? Anything that looks like self-destruction, self-sabotage, right? Like, I shouldn't have to preach to you as a grown man to not self-sabotage, right? I shouldn't have to preach to you that, yes, it's easier said than done. I shouldn't have to preach to you that if it was easy, everybody will be getting it right. You're right. They're probably dragging each other in the court, and the court is not answering, and the court is postponing case, and you don't see your girls. That must hurt. I feel for you that you're not able to see your girls. But what are you gonna do now after you don't drop receipts? Okay, now we know the truth. You want to tell us the truth, Abby? Truth, tell us. You want to tell us the facts? These are the facts of the matter.
Abba, the lie. Sabi lie.
No, you're not a liar. We see the receipts. You are okay. Now the problem is still not solved. Reality, right? The problem is still not solved. In fact, precisely, the problem is now bigger for you because you are doxing yourself and your family members. Okay? There's power on the tongue, and your power is not necessarily on the tongue. Your tongue is probably going to get you destroyed. And these days, we don't mean physical tongue. We're talking about your fingers, those damn fingers that you use to type on Instagram, on Twitter. Tuck them in.
Will you keep quiet?
Tuck them in. Talk to someone. Talk to some of your brothers. Listen, I know you're not going to like what they will tell you because they want you to stay calm. That's why you need support system. When you stay calm, they know that if you act out right now, you're probably going to hurt yourself even more, right? Relax. Take a shower. Count down 30 seconds. Right? You wake up tomorrow again, you know. But you're right. You're losing time with your girls, but you're losing more time by making it worse. Are you aware? Right? That you're making it worse. You're making it worse for yourself. They're there. When they go low, you want to go to hell. Right? That's what you're telling yourself, right? And you thought you said something profound.
Oh my days,
Abba, you see what D-Love just said? They don't care. You collect. You still come back and cry 3 months from now. They don't care. The internet especially, they don't care. It's that blog will take it. Right? Me, I will extract lessons from it for my people here so that they don't move mad like that because they end up in crisis. Crisis is inevitable for all of us at some point. What matters is how you respond to it. So I want to say thank you. 4 minutes overtime today. Thank you for being here, hanging out. All 17 of you. I appreciate you. Shout out to you, D Love, Natu, D, everybody. I see you. Thank you. I appreciate you.